What's up, guys? So in this video, I'm going to go through the creation of the logo for my online course, and I'm going to use AI to do it. Let's jump into it. Up until now, I've already been planning the online course, and in this chat I have here with ChatGPT, I'd already given it the context and my course plan, so it knows what my course is about. It knows the draft chapters along with the lessons underneath it, the target market, the niche that I'm making it for, etc., etc. So it's got a lot of context, enough context, and we've also settled on a name called 30-Day Playwright Foundations, right? So I've also then told it to come up with a prompt for Ideogram to give me a logo. So Ideogram is another AI, which is a text to image AI, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. But before I go to Ideogram, I want to actually get a prompt, and that's how I did it. So this conversation knows enough about the vibe and the gist of what I'm trying to do, and it gave me a few example prompts. And to be honest, at this stage, I really want to make a logo quickly. I don't want to obsess for too long over it or anything like that. So I'm just going to copy and paste this prompt. So the platform I'm going to use to access Ideogram is Fal.ai. Now, the good thing about Fal is that you don't need to pay for a subscription like I do with ChatGPT. And it's a platform where you can choose a model and it's like pay on demand. So as you can see, I've got like $11 US here that I can use, and it's generally pretty cheap. So the first step to getting to Ideogram is searching for it. Ideogram, right? So, and yep, looks like the latest one is still Ideogram version 3. And we're basically here. And I'm just going to paste that text from ChatGPT and see what happens. Now, and I want to set the number of images to 3 so that we get a few different variations. And let's see what happens. And you can see at the bottom here, it says your request is going to cost 3 cents with turbo, 6 cents with balanced, and 9 cents for quality. And it looks like we chose balanced, right? Yeah, so I just want to emphasize that it's really cheap. Now, it generated something like this. Why did it do that? Let's actually read the prompt. Subtle foundation, building path metaphor. I don't like it. I prefer it to be a bit less abstract. So I'm going to try again. But however, eventually, if it's well received, I'm going to make a advanced deeper course. And I want to use a similar logo. So are there other options than having the abstract foundation? All right, let's see how it goes. It's still leaning towards the abstract. I could tell it explicitly not to, but I just want to give it another chance. Is that not too abstract? Let's see what ChatGPT thinks, but I think it's too abstract. What's going on here? I just want to check, is this more abstract or less than you had intended when providing the primary prompt? Yeah, right. Good. Well, I'm not sure if it's a good thing for the long-term plan, but at least it acknowledges that I got fully abstract. But I actually preferred the foundation vibe and the vibe of simplicity, intentionality, focusing on what's important. That will yield what's important should be prioritized and calm, balanced. Right, try again. Not really. think out of everything, I actually like I like the one before that, didn't I? Can we still use this but adapt it so that it's extendable to advanced courses? I'm not sure if telling it that it's a scalable course series is going to affect the final graphic though, but right. Oh, interesting. I'm going to keep iterating it with itself. Please analyze these logos. Yeah, so it likes the bottom left one. It seems to have convinced me a bit, though I'm not so sure. Like, so how would it be extended in the future then? The bottom left, this simplified stacked squares. Can you give me 3 more prompts to try? Which will yield results similar to the bottom left. Try again. No, I don't like those. Try again. Try another prompt. Ooh. Oh, interesting. I actually like these the best so far. Why is that? It's minimalist. Yeah, right. So are we able to... Yeah, not bad. Right, so we can iterate it on each other. Alright, so I'm going to put that image in. Let me just check. So I'm providing this as context. Give me a prompt which will enhance it, but also optimize the placing of the text. Maybe the text should go on the right. That's what I think. How about putting the text on the right of the logo? Alright, so I'm going to paste this prompt in to Ideogram again, and I provided the image that I really liked, and let's see if it gives us similar images but with the changes that we requested. I should have done 3. Whoops. Yep. So what I want to do now is I want to keep iterating it based on this image, and yeah, it's not going to be like an instant one shot thing. But then the process was pretty straightforward. Like, you get an LLM to generate the prompt, you put the prompt in, and you can keep refining the prompt until you find an image that you really want to use as a base. You add that image back in as context for the model, and you could also even paste those images back into ChatGPT to help you analyze them to generate prompts further. So anyway, I decided to, so I actually carried on and iterated with the logo quite a bit, and it turns out that, yeah, pretty much turns out I iterated with it quite a few times, as you can see from my history. But the one I really liked, at least at this stage, is one of the earlier ones that I was talking about. Oh, and also, notice how I started off, I think I had $11, and I made so many iterations, and now I'm on $8. So it's not too bad, especially if you're not after something which is like, I don't know, how would you say it, super advanced, or like made by a real professional. I think for now that's good enough for me. So I went with that. I downloaded it. I put it into Canva, and I got rid of the text. And this is probably not the most professional way to use Canva, but then what I did was I used the magic grab function, which then helped me highlight the actual logo. And from there, the logo is now separated from the background. And I think this is just a shortcut, not the most professional way, but I blew up the background so that I could then get rid of the font. So yeah, now I have the logo here, and after that, I just added a text box and started writing stuff around the place. And I think in the end, I really like this top one, so I might just when I start using it, I think I'm gonna go with this. I pretty much don't have any experience with design and all that kind of stuff, but I hope this was interesting and useful to someone. So catch you guys next time.